Andre, thanks ever so much for your time. It's been a bumpy first season, I guess, for everyone around. Well, it's been a bumpy season for everyone connected to Manchester United, but you've got a chance to end it on a high now, haven't you?
Thank you. Well, it was a difficult season, like you said, but the beauty of football, you always have opportunity to end in the good way. Now we have the opportunity to beat the Blues, so we have to take it, no? But of course, obviously, winning this game, we will not change that much, because it has been a difficult season for all of us, for me, for my teammate. We learn from it and we move on. What's it been like moving to Manchester, apart from the weather, which we've already spoken about? Yeah, it was difficult. In the beginning, it was difficult. I'm used to move to countries, but it took me 6 months to feel good here. But now I'm happy here. And also, I was lucky because I have good teammates. The club were very helping me. And even when it was tough, when I was not feeling so good, they were there for me. And yeah, now I'm happy.
Is there a real camaraderie between the players?
Yeah, we are good guys, good teammates, good relationship with each other. So it's always helpful, especially when things are not going good. It's important to stay together, and it's what we did. I'm happy for how we tried to solve the situation, even if it was difficult. But we could done things much better. I will start with myself always.
You mentioned that it's been a bumpy season, but would winning that game on Saturday turn it into a successful season?
Not a successful season. It will make things look better, because it's important to end good. Winning this game, we are in Europa League. We know how important it is for us as a player, for the club to be in Europe. So I would not say it's successful, because with the player, which kind of player we are, with for playing for this club, winning a FA Cup, I don't think is enough, And we are used to play Champions League, some of us Champions League final, and for some of us also winning the Champions League. So it's a difficult season. When you look back and you compare with this season, it's a tough one.
Because lots of fans would maybe say that you could finish fourth and get to the Champions League, but they would much rather finish eighth and win a trophy, because the whole point of football is to win trophies.
100%, but as a player, you always want to win everything. If you can end fourth and winning the FA Cup is always better. But at the moment, is what we have. We have to go for it. We're gonna give everything to win this game against City, tough opponent. But like I always said, you wake up every day, you work hard every day to play this kind of game. So we'll go there, represent Manchester United, and win this game.
Obviously, this time last year, you were in a Champions League final against City. You know better than anyone how tough a side they are. What kind of challenge do they present?
It's a big challenge, It's the best club. It's the best team at the world at the moment, But I think last year we were better than them. They were looking to win against us. So, yeah, but it's football, Because last season, I think we played better than them, but they won the final. In the end of the day, it's about winning, like you said. You can play better, you can have a good or bad season, but when you win trophy, this changes everything. So it's a key point for us Saturday.
Because ahead of that final, lots of people thought that City would win against Inter. But in the end, they were quite fortunate to win. You must feel the same heading into that game on Saturday, because lots of people are going to turn up expecting City as the champions to win that game.
Yeah, but it's not about people, it's about us. This game is going to depend on what we're going to do on the pitch, If you're already going to face City thinking they're going to win better, you don't step on the pitch. I think the most important thing is also what we're going to do. We know they are very good, but we also have to prepare how to count them, how to make the game difficult for them. We know so they don't like to have the ball. So if we keep the ball, if we have more position than them, they're going to run behind the ball, and it's things they don't like. So we have to put everything on the table and look what is the best for us and what's going to make the game difficult for them. In the end of the day, it's going to be a nice game to watch.
In terms of the way the team's played this season, people have remarked about the amount of shots you've had to face, the amount of saves. Have you been concerned at the number of shots? Because it seems to be over 20 every game, which seems to be too many for a club like Manchester United.
I don't know if it's too many, but it's the situation at the moment we are. We have to accept the situation, and we have to deal with the situation. We face so many injuries. We face injury crisis. Of course, it's not the excuse, because wearing this badge, you must be able to represent this club on top, But at the moment, it's the situation we are facing, and we have to deal with it. And I don't mind facing 20 or 30 shots, but I'm very happy for what my teammates are doing, because some of them, they are playing centre back, left back, striker. Bruno sometimes plays centre back. At the moment, is what we have, you know. And a lot of them, they make sacrifice for the team. And if you have to play centre back, if it's what the team need at the moment, you have to do it. You know, I think the most important thing for us is to be together. If I have to play striker, maybe I will, I will do it now. Of course, it would be nice to have everyone back. You know, you have Luke Shaw. It's not the same when you play with Luke Shaw, when you play with Asa there. Asa is right footer, but he has to sacrifice for the team. I don't know if Asa is happy to play there, but the team need him there. So we deal with a lot of difficulty. We face, sorry for my English, we face a lot of difficulty this season, and we have to adapt with the situation. Obviously, we would love to have all of them back, but at the moment, it's what we have.
But the idea for a goalkeeper for a big club is not to have to do very much, whereas you seem to have to do a lot.
Yes, 100%. But what can we do now with what we are facing? We hide. We cannot hide. We are such a big club to hide. So we have to go front foot, deal with the difficulties, and hopefully things are going to change. I know it will change. If not today, it will be tomorrow. But I'm positive. I know it will change. I know things are going to get better. I know when I will have all my guys back, it will be different. But at the moment, we have to deal with the situation, and we are doing our best to come back so soon as possible.
I know you're in the middle of your career and you look forward to every game, but do you ever look back and think you've done so well to come from being a young boy in Cameroon and play for Barcelona and play for Ajax and play for Inter Milan and play for Manchester United? It's not the straightforward journey, is it?
No, but it's the way to end on the top, no? You know, in football, everyone has his way to end on the top, but I'm proud for what I did coming from where I come from, because it's a difficult, it's difficult for people like me in my country. The situation is not easy, but what I've done make me happy. You know, I took some important decision when I was younger to leave my family when I was young. I went to Barcelona, and then I moved to Amsterdam, and time gave me a right. But now I'm here. I'm happy to be here.
Can you remember when you played in goal for the first time and when you thought, I'm going to be a goalkeeper?
I think it was because of my brother. He was a goalkeeper. So most of the time I was wearing his back to watch his game, and I was behind the goal watching at him. And then I fell in love with that position.
You know Erik probably better than anyone at the club. What is it about him, from what you remember of him as a team manager previously, that you think makes him right for this club, the right man to get them back to the top?
I know Erik. Like you said, we had a lot of success together in Ajax. We played together semi-final of Champions League, I think 3 or 4 years ago. I don't have the right date on my mind at the moment. He's a good guy. He's a good coach. Tactically, he's very good, and he showed last season. You know, I was not here last season, and they end on the top 4. Like I said, this season a lot of things are happening. You know, I'm not here to back him. He's big enough to back himself. Sorry, but he's a very good guy. You know, he's a positive coach, and tactically he's good. You know, I think if Erik have all his squad, it will be probably different, no? But this season is difficult for him, for us, for the club, for the fans, because it's a big frustrating for the fans, no? When they are coming away and when we are losing game, how we are losing is difficult. Not only for them, for us also. We feel like, wow, shit. You know, it's difficult sometimes you have to stand there and like, we couldn't make it. And we feel bad because these guys, in good and bad moments, they're always with us. You know, they drive kilometers, you know, for us, to support us, and we don't win games. We feel bad, huh? And we are, you know, for me, I was in Inter last season. We used to destroy everyone, and we were like, wow. You know, when you win games, everything is quite good, everyone is happy. But when you see the whole situation, for me, this is now only thank them because it's the only positive things I would say, because they were behind me, especially this first 6 months. My start was difficult and they were always there. And it's tough, when I even talk, I don't have a word because it's a tough season, but a lot of good things to learn because I always said you don't lose, you win or you learn, so it's a learning time.
Do you feel, is there almost extra pressure on you going into this game, the idea of knowing how important it is, how important it is?
No, it's not extra pressure, it's extra motivation for us because we have our fans there. We lost twice against City already, so brother, we will go there to kill. We will go there to win. We know how good they are. It's the best team at the moment. We always respect, but we will go there to win. Final, no, we always remember who won. Like I said before, we play better than City, but they won. And people always remember the winner. So we'll go there to make a story to win. That's it.
How different is it here at Manchester United compared to somewhere like Ajax, where obviously Erik had loads of success, you had loads of success as well? Is it different coming here? Is it harder?
Not harder, but it's different. Why? First of all, Ajax is a small country. Netherlands is a small country, and you cannot compare the level of the competition. Premier League is more intense. It's more difficult. You don't only have Ajax, Feyenoord, or PSV. In Holland, you have 4 or 5 teams, but here every single team is tough. You play Bournemouth away. You play Brighton away. It's difficult. Everyone beat each other. So in terms of the physically and intensity, is way different. But every manager and every player, most of the time, they need time to adapt with the country. And Erik is Dutch. He knows the country, so it was more easy for him to set up in that country because he already knew everything. So here he went good this season, last season. This season, things are not going how he want. Let's see next season how it's going to be.
You've been a great goalkeeper throughout your career. The start here was really difficult.
Yes.
I imagine watching back the goals you let in, you probably thought, how did I let that goal in? I wonder what's going through your mind when you're watching that back.
It just make me smile. Just make me smile because you see you are never too strong in life, and there is always time to learn. And in United, it was my first month was a learning time. When I arrived here, I arrived here as the best goalkeeper in the world, and boom, you went down. And you see how difficult is football sometimes, but it depends on you if you want to stay down there or you want to stand up and fight. Because it was, for me, in a certain moment, I was like, what happened? But I decided to not stay there, to stand up and fight until the end, because in the end of the day, I know who I am. I know what I did to arrive here, and never forget what you did. But never stay too high, but also don't stay too low, because in the end of the day, being a player for such a big club, when you win, it's top. But when you don't win, it's terrible. So you have to stay in between and to be free on your mind and to have your mental health safe, because it's not easy to play for such a big club. It's a lot of repercussion, and you have to find a good way to deal with the situation, because it's not easy, especially when you arrive and when things are not going good. I will tell you a small example before we end. Rashford, how many goals he scored last season?
30.
Rashi, how many goals he scored this season?
8.
We are talking about the same player, no? He's a bad player. So last season he was good. This season is bad. No, it's just a moment. You can have a bad season. You can have a bad start. But the most important thing is how you end. And Rashi, for me, is one of the best players in the world. But he's facing difficulty like us. But not only him and me, but the whole club. And he will come back. I know my killer will score some goal, some important goal for us. And hopefully Saturday he scored 2 and we win the FA Cup.